So I'm back with part two of talking about lupus and traumatic experiences and if there's a connection, or basically a connection with traumatic childhood experiences or traumatic life experiences and chronic illness. I am, like I said in the past video, a firm believer that that's true because I'm also a firm believer that the body, mind, and spirit are all connected into one thing, and that you should treat all three of them when treating a sickness. Now, I did talk about a little bit about my traumatic experiences as a child, which were very extensive, um, unfortunately, and that the pain that I felt then is very similar to the pain I feel now on a daily basis. Um, it's like a nagging weight of a pain. It's just you wake up with it, you go to bed with it. I was surprised this morning when I woke up and I didn't have much pain, but I thought I'm not feeling well today. I am taking these immune suppressive medicines and they do sort of take a toll on me and make me kind of, feel like I'm 90 years old. Um, because I've had traumatic experiences and that I have a chronic illness, it doesn't mean that I cannot be happy. People will often ask me, "Are you happy?" I would say that generally I have a very good humor and I find happiness in things. If it's watching my children do things or um, joking around with my husband or cooking a good meal, I definitely have happiness in my life. My life is not completely full of this horrible pain, but it does take a major part of my life away. A major part of my life is spent dealing with not only what happened to me in the past, but dealing with what's going on now, whether it be doctor's visits or, right now I'm basically just going to the doctor and taking care of business here at home and in my salon. That's my life right now. There is no parties to go to or, shopping. I can't do it. It's never been my thing anyway to really shop for hours, shop till I drop. I'm not a woman who owns like 50 pairs of shoes and has 20,000 handbags. I just, I'm not into that. But I couldn't. I'm exhausted all the time, and I wouldn't even have the stamina to do that. Um, I mentioned in the other video I cry a lot. I feel crying is very healing, and when I need to cry, I cry, whether it be alone or with somebody talking about things. It really helps just to let that out. Just let the tears flow. Who cares if it's a lot? If you need to cry, cry. There's no weakness in it. It actually is pretty good for you, I think, to let that out instead of hold it inside. Holding it inside will make you sicker. They've proven that medically and scientifically over the years. They're all getting into it. They treat everybody with psychopharmaca drugs. I don't take anything like that. I don't take any Zoloft or Prozac or anything, even though it's been recommended to me. I stick kind of to natural ways to deal with my emotional pain. Um, I try to stick to nature as much as possible to deal with everything. I do have to take chemicals, though. I mean, there is no way around it. When you have an illness like lupus, you have to do what the doctor says. You can't fool around, otherwise you'll end up dead. That's just how that is. The traumatic experiences also affect how I'm going to the doctor. For example, um, when I go to the doctor, I'm very nervous. Doctors make me nervous. I have trust issues. Because of my past, I don't really trust them that they're doing the right thing, even if they are. I have to let go and let God. A lot of people say that a lot, but I don't think they really realize what that means. Um, I have to. I research everything. I am very, very informed about what this disease does to your body, to the point where I could talk about it for hours and get real scientific and medical with you. And I do that with the doctor too. I question everything the doctor does or says because I have trust issues. I've had seizures and I have had to take muscle relaxers when I've had them, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid to do that because I'm afraid that when I'm all drugged up or whatever, someone's going to hurt me. These feelings, this is very honest. I'm being really honest about this. These feelings are there, and if you have these feelings, you have to deal with this. You have to deal with this because you have to go to the doctor. You can't just stay at home and hide away in your house and not go. So this was part two, and we're gonna go on and do part three here in a minute, and we're gonna continue. I'm gonna continue to talk about this issue. So I'll see you in a minute.